Welcome to the train layout. Hey, so this is Don from the Nearly Historical Railroad channel, and if you haven't watched the last video, you might want to watch that before watching this one, because it's kind of a two-part video. I spent an entire day out working on the train layout. So I split the video into two. The previous one was the first video, and this is the second video. In the first one, we made a lot of good progress on Park Gulch area, King City coal mines. We got a hard candy shell put down. It's actually hydrocal. So big steps forward on that. And in this video, we're gonna pick up with that, and we're gonna use some homegrown sculptamold and fill in some holes and stuff with that, kind of keep going with that. And there's something kind of exciting later on in the video. It's kind of a neat little random thing. So make sure you stick around for that. And I think that's it. So we're gonna pick up where we left off with the last video basically, and here we go. All right, so we've pulled the tape off of the track. Kind of clean stuff up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna make up some homegrown sculptamold and kind of fill in some other holes and stuff a little bit in spots like here. So to do my own sculptamold kind of stuff, this is blow-in insulation that I bought from big box hardware store. This is what it looks like. And then this is just wall plaster, just the powder stuff. So I mix it half and half, put some water in there with whatever consistency I want. The wetter it is, the longer it takes to dry. But whatever, so I'm gonna mix up some of that. Well, there it is. So, this is my sculptamold-ish stuff. Trying out the sculptamold stuff on top of the hydrocal stuff we did, just to kind of smooth it out a little more. It's working well.
So are you talking to us or the camera?
You're welcome to listen. It's talking to the camera, to the YouTube folks. But no, if you get some So underneath the layout is this box thing. I'm gonna try and get a better view of that. So here's the other side of this little mystery box. And when we got the layout, we kind of checked it out and we're like, yep, we're not gonna plug that in. Not until we can like thoroughly look that over. Okay, that's the inside of the box. There's a transformer, a relay, a fuse, and 110 volts going into it, and a little cardboard box. So we were a little concerned, but John and Jim and my dad Don have all kind of looked it over, and we actually got it working. Let me show you what it does. On our layout we have this cement plant, and there's this rotary kiln, and that box underneath there runs that, and it runs the lights, including the flashing light on the top of the tower. So we got to do a little bit more rewiring, and they've already done some, but we've got this working. So that's very cool. And I've got more to tell you guys about this cement plant. It's actually famous. Yes, so our cement plant is famous. Or, well, at least it was in April 1995. So go with me back to April 1995. Let's see, Clinton was president. And, oh, they started playing baseball again because there was a big strike, and maybe it was 3 strikes? No, just one long strike, and so they weren't, whatever, off the subject. Oh, more importantly, I think, and more interestingly, Canada, they, during that month and year, they came up with the world's largest piece of sausage at 28.77 miles. Astonishing, just astonishing. So back to what we were talking about. Railmodel Journal magazine they came out with their April issue, as expected, of course. But on 21, page 21, that is, well, just check out these pictures. Look at this. Huh? Right? Looks familiar. That's our cement plant. Before we got the layout, it wasn't ours at the time, but that's what's on our layout. That's the same one. So that's like totally cool. I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can check that out and read the article. It's just a one-page thing, but it's pretty cool, right? All right, so on with the video. Some work up at the Alpine Station. Scott is putting in some turnouts. So we're not doing anything fancy. We're not building turnouts and stuff for this. We're just throwing in some store-bought ones. And you know, that's just the way it is. We're happy with that, we're fine. So while we're here looking at Scott's stuff, I was not actually out here the last work night, but my dad got bus line, ran underneath here, and this is where our palisades are gonna be, cliffs and stuff. But he got bus line put in. There's no feeders going up yet, but that's in place. So this is moving forward. Okay, so that is it for, well, not the night, for the day. Been here all day actually. So, like I said, I got sculptamold on this. It all looks quite nice. It's gonna take a while for it to all dry, but I am quite happy with it. It's gonna work out really well, I think. Couple things I'll show you back here what I'm gonna do. So we added this road into here. We'll put a retaining wall right there, very common. And this in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and stack up some more ceiling tile in here, make that taller, and that will fill that up all the way along that road. Maybe some retaining wall. I think that'll work out good. It was over here, I was going to put maybe like a stone wall right here, but I think I might just put a different kind of rock outcropping there, like a different layer of rock that sits above this rock. Maybe just something a little bit different there. Made a nice flat spot here for an outhouse. We gotta see what that looks like. Yep. So we'll have an outhouse right there because the building will be right here, the back of the building. Got a little trail. It's hard to see because everything's white, but that's that. For years, I've had a little crack that went along here behind the buildings in Como, so we got that filled. We missed this little spot here. We thought we didn't need to, but we did. So we got that all filled in. Yeah, so this is all coming along very nicely. So Jim was working on replacing this track. It just needs to be spiked down, lined up a little bit more, and that will be done. So that should make things run much better. And you saw this, but this is kind of cool. We got the cement plant up and running, really. So with the little light, we've been debating, is it too bright? Is it not bright enough? Is it okay? And I think we're just gonna leave it the way it is. And back over here on the narrow gauge, Scott actually got one of the lines in here connected. We haven't tested it, it's not wired yet, but it's spiked down in place. That's up at the Alpine tunnel area. So that's nice to have that in. Okay, so that's it for the night. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Nearly Historical Railroad Channel. I'm Don, and my dad was here. Don, he was here the rest of the day with me, and later on Scott came, and John came, and Jim came, so that's cool. We had a full house at the end of the day. Got a lot done. Sometimes you just need a full length day to do stuff. And yeah, subscribe, hit the little like button, thumbs up kind of thing, and ring the bell. That way you get notifications when new videos come out. And that's it. That's it. Goodbye. Okay? And the music stuff at the end, we'll start that. Okay.